Holy crap. It's our last thrift before Christmas. Yay! And you know what? You'll do. Hey everyone. My little penguin Santa hat. Barely fits on my head, but hello and happy Tuesday before Xmas. Hope everybody is doing well. You've got me today, our lovely little Christmas background theme, and besides me, can't see the names right now, but you've got Good Elf. There we go. Now you can see his name. Hello, Rick.
Hello.
And I know we're dogs, but I haven't been able to find anywhere near as good of a dog Christmas ugly sweater as I have been able to find with this one. It's a little kitty playing with his balls. Meow, 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 meow. So that's my Christmas kitty sweater with these things in really inappropriate places, especially if somebody goes, "Oh, look at your ornaments. That's such lovely ornaments I have." Hi, hon. You there?
Huh? I'm goofing around with overlays.
Say hi to everyone.
I did. I waved.
Oh, I know. You just waved.
Yeah, I'm kind of weird energy today, so just today.
Hi, Donna and Jennifer and Lisa and Sharon and Joel. Everybody's under these weird names that I'm not used to. And Heather and Bob, Susan, and Circuit Bear. I can't remember who that is. Paul, Elisa, Tina, Julie, Lisa. Hello, everyone. And that, yeah, Doug's just barking down there. And I'm trying to remember who this is. Janet. Hey, everyone. So yes, it's Luette. Thanks, Luette. It's all the new names, the way they show up, we're just not used to them. So, well, it's the end of the year, and so we did our last thrift.
There's some type of battle going on behind me.
Between the puppet dog and the wolf. I didn't even notice that.
A White Walker.
It's a White Walker. We've started rewatching Game of Thrones. So in 2020.
And a dire wolf.
We did this in 2020 during the COVID lockdown. We'd never watched Game of Thrones, and we watched all 96 hours starting on Christmas Day through to New Year's. We basically every day we watched.
We didn't sleep.
No, we watched it until 4 or 5 in the morning. It was like at 3 o'clock in the morning, we were like, one more. So we're a little tired because we're doing it the same. We're only on season 2 right now, but we're watching it too late into the night. And tonight, just before the show, we just finished watching the end of Taylor Swift, End of an Era, her 6-part miniseries that's on Disney+. If you don't like Taylor Swift at all, for whatever reason you think you may not like Taylor Swift, I honestly want you to watch this documentary because it's like 6 parts, and it's just the things that I think people will learn to take away from is, one, whether you like her music or not, she is a freaking brilliant musician. The stuff she does on camera, creating songs, mixing songs, like they show her literally trying to figure out words as she's writing songs. The stuff she had to do for the show. At one point, because the Eras tour was 3.5 hours long, she would jog on a treadmill for 3.5 hours with the music playing in her ear, singing to the music at the speed of the songs that she was going to be doing to prepare for 6 months prior to going on tour. Because every night she was 3.5 hours on stage, and she actually said, she
8 miles.
8 miles every single night. And the way she treats her staff is unfreaking believable. So just as a human being and an artist, and it's like, oh wow, it's like one of those things you gotta see. We see people who go, I hate her, but I just say, just take a look at this. Just watch the first episode. and you might get hooked on the rest. And if you do, watch all 6 episodes and then watch the actual 3.5-hour Era tour. You can watch the whole tour, which was filmed in Vancouver. You do have to watch it. What hell is that? Dog skull monster. Yeah.
It's a puppet.
It's a puppet stuck on the skeleton. That's where he's
stuck on top of the skeleton. And
yes,
the wolf is
very sharp businesswoman, like unbelievably.
It's my homage to Game of Thrones.
It wasn't supposed to be, but just turned out to be.
Turned into one.
So again, one of the things that is kind of fun
is look after Doug.
Yeah, one of the things that's kind of fun, and I think Rick saw this, is when you see stuff, and some people send you stuff about Christmas and everything like that. So I don't have the video for this, but I just wanted to show you this because I thought it was so cute. So Elisa on here, Netherfield 2000, is a teacher librarian, and she has a bunch of blow molds that she puts up, all these Christmas decorations, and she had her kids name the Christmas decorations. And so probably with a little help from her, she named 2 of her blow molds Craig and Rick. Now there is a video. Yeah, that's gonna happen now. There is a video that actually shows her asking her kids, what are Craig and Rick's special powers? And I believe, if I'm not wrong, I fart rainbows.
You do.
But Rick farts glitter. So
sparkle, Neely, sparkle.
That was really interesting because at the end of it, the kids went, make them kiss, make them kiss. That was really cute. So thank you for
corrupting minors.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and see if I can turn off the ads or not. So we had some fun in the past week or so. One of the things that ended up happening is, if you haven't seen it, most of the places now, if they have Christmas decorations and stuff like that, they've gone to 30% to 50% off. And so I had to go out and look at. We were going out somewhere for dinner on Saturday night, and I had found this like one little nativity. It's a 1960s little nativity in a creche, and it was $1.99. So it was $2.99. It was 50% off, so it was $1. And then on top of that, I could not pass this up. I'm gonna put it for sale next year, but this was $2.99 for 50% off. This lovely leggy, look at this thing. Leggy stocking lady. And if I could hang it up, I would, but there's no hooks up there, else I would hang it up for the rest of the show. But there it is underneath me, or underneath him. Lovely leggy, and it was $1.50. So I had to get them. You know, you just can't resist. Some things you just can't resist. So that was one of the things that I had. I said to Rick, can I get? He said, oh, you have to get that. You can't pass that up. There's no way you can pass that up. So a few other things that I actually, oh, wait. She walked over and asked why they were making us kiss. Craig and Rick had a baby named Crick.
And here she is.
I was just going to say. And here she is.
Spoonie.
No, it's not Spoonie. It's Tony. Anyway, so
actually more like this. Here's little Crick.
Some of the things we found are Christmassy, so I'm going to go through those first. And strangely enough, Rick actually has more than I do this time around. But I'm going to show you. He's
dragging me shopping, so I have to do something.
Yeah. One of the things that we and I haven't looked these up, I just know, and it's one of the things that we just like talking to you about, is that whenever you're looking for something, is I found this baggie, and this baggie was $5.99. And it's like, it's $3, 50% off. So $3 Canadian, $2 US. But what grabbed my attention was the pictures of here. These are Betsy Clark. A number of them. Some of them aren't. There's a Disney one in the middle of it there. But there's a certain image. It kind of looks like a Precious Moments kind of thing, or Holly Hobby, but it's actually Betsy Clark, and there's a few of these inside there. Christmas 1982 on that one. The reason I always buy these Betsy Clark, they're satin and glass balls, is because you would actually be really surprised that how much some Betsy Clark stuff can go for. So this is actually just some of the stuff right now on eBay, and I wanted to show it to you just for references. There's some satin ornaments for $55, but when you get to certain years, especially in the 70s, there are some ornaments that are $35, $25, and actually there's a couple in there that, like that one, 1973, $60, the first ball ornament in the series. So they're not that expensive, and they're easy to look out for. And again, it's just keep your eyes open for this sort of impish waif, and you can see they're usually marked Hallmark on them, and they have some of them have the Betsy Clark logo on them, some don't. It's just made in the USA on the top as well. So we keep an eye out for that. So that was one of the things that I bought that was Christmas oriented. The other thing I bought, and I don't know whether I should. Now, this is one of the things that happens, I think, a lot of times to us, some of us as thrifters too, is we see something, we quickly carl it to try and figure it out. Yeah, I'm going to save those for next year because they're glass, and we've got a lot of other glass balls.
We also have like 7 tubs of Christmas we didn't get through.
Yeah. We're doing okay. We put Christmas stuff up at our booth, and we've sold over $700 at our booth. We sold like $200 in the past 3 days of Christmas ornaments, surprisingly enough. Like Monday, we sold like $100 worth of Christmas stuff on Monday. I didn't even think people would be going up there on a Monday, but obviously they were. So yeah, those are go for there. But every once in a while, I was saying you go for something that you think, okay, this has got to be, I'm going to carl it. I'm going to figure out what it is. And oh, look at how much this is worth. Oh my goodness, it's worth so much money. This is ridiculous. And this is what I found. So now I'm not going to lose money on it, but I found this, and it is a Talking Grinch Hallmark wreath. Now, here's the problems with it. 1, it's dirty. 2, it's missing its cord. Now, it was $19.49, which was half price, so it was $9.75 Canadian, $7 US. And the ones I found online were selling for $175 to $250. And I was like, okay, I don't even care if this works. Like if it doesn't work, if I can find a cord to make it work, a 5-volt cord, then I'll make it work. I did find one in the thrift store, and I got it to light up, but I couldn't get it to talk or anything. And I thought, yay! And the sensor for it is built in right here, so when you walk by it, you can test it and you can get it to work. But I couldn't get it to work, so I paid $10 for it, thinking this is great. I'm going to make so much money on these. And then for the show, I'm prepping for the show, and what ends up happening? I see these. Yeah, that's the highest price, but look at this. This one sold brand new in the box for $50. And I was just like, damn it. And there's a lot that have actually sold for low prices. $26 for that in a box. So it's one of the things, again, I don't think I'm going to lose $10 on it. I may even put it in our next max sold because it might be easier for me to try and just say in max sold and say no power cord, nothing, and see what happens and try and get my $10 back. We did do a max sold. Actually, I'm going to talk about that a little later on in the show. And yeah, that we put that at auction and risk it at $1. Yeah. Like, just don't. No, I wouldn't do it on a max sold auction. I would just do. Or I don't do it on max sold. I wouldn't want to ship it. It's heavy as hell. It's really heavy as hell. You returned a Lemax house with no transformer. Yeah, we've actually sold a number of things that don't have their plugs and are untested on eBay and here, so it's not a big deal. But I just thought it was something, again, just to say, guess what? Look what we did. Something stupid.
What else is new? Mind you, we did go through all of the Transformers on the wall in the thrift store to see if there was a 5-volt one.
Trying to find it, yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, either that or we'll put it in the booth. Yeah, we're doing a sale in our booth starting next week. And we're also going to be doing a clear it in our booth in January. We'll talk more about that in our show next week with Carl. Carl is coming back to us next week. Carl is going to join us for a sort of year in review. The bad, and the ugly. Not too much good about
the bad, the worse, and the ugly.
We're just going to talk a little bit about how the year ended and what we might think about for 2026, and how a lot of us are hurting as resellers in general. But we'll talk more about that next week. But we're still on this. Do you have any Christmas or holiday stuff, Rick? I can't remember.
No. The only thing I can show that we're not selling that we got a couple years ago, we saw one of these in an antique mall and it was priced at like $280.
Oh, I know what you're showing now. Wait. This is his.
It is a bubble light chandelier. So, again, I saw one of these at a thrift, or not a thrift store, an antique mall.
Antique mall, yeah.
It's like $280. We then went to a thrift store, and sitting on the bottom shelf was the chandelier base without the bubble lights for $3.99. I scooped that thing up so quickly. I think Craig cried.
I know. I didn't cry. But right now, you can find them online for $75 to $125 or more. But it's something, again, he found for nothing, practically. So, and we had the extra bulbs. And we actually sold some bubble lights in our auction, too, which we'll talk about a little later. So, now let's go on to stuff that's got nothing to do with Christmas, just stuff that we found. So I don't know, Rick, do you want to go first with something you found?
Sure. Now this just made me giggle. It's not a particularly high value thing. It just made me giggle. It's eggplants name card holders.
They don't look like eggplants.
They do not look like eggplants.
No, that picture looks like eggplants. The picture on the back does not really look like an eggplant.
Yes, now you know why the emoji for penises are eggplants. It was half price. So
no, it was 30%. It was not half price. It was 30% off.
30%
off. Senior day.
Yeah. So, anyways, they do sell, and they sell pretty regularly. Here we go.
Ink.
There we go. No, we're add to stage. Remove.
No, you want, me off. You want.
There we go. This is one that I found online. They all seem to be in the $20 to $30 range, and they sell for around $25. So I don't think I'm going to lose money, but it might take a while to sell. Over to you, Craig.
This is a weird one. We walked by this thing, and I saw, I don't even know. Oh my God. It's so freaking heavy. I don't even know what. I just saw this sitting on, and there were two of these. And I was like, what the heck is this? And heavy as hell. It was priced at $8.49, and what we figured out what they were is this is actually by a company called Eastern Jungle Gym, and it is the Jungle Gym, the gym brackets. It's how you build a jungle. So you put like a 4x4 into this, and this was $8.49. And again, we're not going to ship these. These are going to go up. They're putting these away until spring of next year. But we have two of these guys, and I gotta put that down. And now that's my exercise for the month. Take a look at what these actually sell for. 117, and this is for one. 70, 80. This guy's got it for 283 on this one, which I don't think it's actually going to actually go for that. 84 on Amazon.ca. I think I've actually found there's the set for 175. So it's really great because there you will be able to actually grab some images to try and sell this. So we got both pieces for $15. So I think we're going to probably list it for 95 or so come the spring, and then hopefully get 75 from it, which will make us clear. We'll do that on Facebook Marketplace, so we'll hopefully clear 60 or so bucks, about $60 on it. So it's really strange. But if you see something that's strange, you might go, "Oh, that's different. I never thought about looking at something like that." And then you pick it up and you do your Carl research on that, and that actually is a real thing. Now they are people do sell these on eBay, but the problem is, again, the weight on that is going to cost like 50 plus bucks to ship. So there's no way we're going to be doing it that way. The good thing is, if families are looking for that, we don't mind holding on to it for a little while for the summer, and then trying to sell it then. Then sometimes you do find other things that are just strike you as something that you want to grab. And Rick found these two things the other day. You can just hold up.
I'm just going to show one. I'm not going
to. I'm going to show you better pictures of this, but let me just switch Rick around. Jingle bell time. Now, this was rolled up when you found it, right?
Yes, it was rolled up like this. Here, I'll roll it up. You can
this
hear
is how I don't even know. How did you, you just saw this on a rack?
No, they were on the bottom shelf, and I saw the end.
Okay.
I thought, oh, that looks like macrame. I'm going to check it out.
So this is actually a better picture of what it is. So you can see this, and it's got little bells in it, all over it.
Oh, and the sound of the bells is really sweet. It's not obnoxious bells. It's very gentle tinkling.
He didn't just find this one. He found this one. He found two.
Yep.
Now, you can see in the corner here, $13.99. So these were $13.99 because they were housewares, but we did get them on a 30% off day. So they were $10 each Canadian, $7 American for these. The biggest challenge, though, Rick, wasn't it? This was, you couldn't find this anywhere. We tried.
No, I tried
to find this online, and there's just so many photos or images of this kind of thing. Let me just see if I can pull this up. I'm going to go back to my sheet for a second. When you add that, if you take a look at this for a moment, this is kind of what you get. So many things that kind of look like it, but aren't exactly it. And there's so many weird places that I don't even want to click on. This is Yakomdo. This is Attic City, Acera Academy, Facebook Housing Works, Etsy, Varuna Handmade, Sabito. I don't even know. Saka Digital, India Mart. I don't even know where, but we couldn't find this exact thing anywhere. There were a couple that we did look at to say, okay, well, what's this one do? This, for example, this is an eBay one. So when we pop onto that one for eBay, as you can see, that's coming up at $171. And that's the only thing that's showing up that's like that. And I think, Rick, you found...
Yeah, I found on a website in the UK something that has the exact same pattern, but a different colorway.
Oh, it's the same pattern.
It's the same pattern, but a different colorway. So the heart in the middle is a different color.
No, I never noticed that. So I'm just gonna flip. So I see. So there, your heart is there with a blue background, and if we flip to mine, gray background in the center here, gray and white, and a
yeah,
red. Rick's blue
blue and white
and brown with
and
red.
brown. But the nice thing
The
is that
bells, you still got the bells and everything.
yep, this is on sale in the UK for 165 pounds, which is about $200 Canadian.
Oh,
You
okay.
you doing a conversion, Craigie?
No,
Okay.
I'm just doing. Somebody said check out Don Friedman Styles.
Don
Sharon,
Friedman.
that's Don Friedman Styles. So I just popped that in, and Wall Industries, Don Friedman Wall Art. So it's not. It's more. It's sort of the same thing. Like, I guess some of these. That's kind of it.
Yeah,
Like,
but the bells on the one I have are really tiny. Like they're super tiny.
yeah, but it's again, you said that yours matches this one that's on there, right?
Yeah, I did find something for sale in Spain as well. So it might be a European thing.
Where are the bells? Oh, the one has bells. Do they both have bells? Oh yeah, they
They,
have bells.
they both have bells.
Yeah, there's bells lower down. There's no bells up top on that one.
And no, there are bells in the center of the other one
Yeah,
and at the bottom.
yeah. If I add that one to the stage, there's bells. The bells on this one are down in the center.
Center and bottom. Yep.
The bells on this one are start all the way up top.
Yep.
So, but again, it was something neat for $10.
Yeah, to me, they look like 1970s style macrame wall art, which is what attracted me to it.
Yeah, and again, it is a different kind of look. Now will be one of those things that I'm trying to make sure every time a bell rings, a reseller gets their wings. Hopefully we won't end up putting it on Max Sold and risking it and not getting enough money for it. Hopefully Rick will actually look at trying to figure out how we're going to ship it. We do have some big
There's some big tubes
that we can ship it through. So at least that way we'll try and figure out how to get rid of that. And again, for $10, it was something that was interesting for us to find. Another thing I found that was interesting was this, and this was I think the price tag's gone from it. This was actually obviously somebody's gift. This was a Hello Kitty caller ID telephone, and it actually could tell it was a gift because the gift wrap is still sitting on it. So somebody got it for someone, and they didn't like Hello Kitty.
The box was destroyed, and the cello was destroyed.
I don't have a picture of it, but this whole cello was crunched. But everything inside was perfect. Like, and actually, so I thought I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk something like this for the what I did was risk it for the $15 less 30%. So like $10. I decided I'm going to risk it for that. Mainly because I did find it in a couple of places. That is a sold that was 99 US. And at least I can tell people that it is tested, and we took video of it, and the wings light up and the wand lights up on it. So you can see it closer. There's the wand and there's the wings. And we did test it. The sticker is still there. So it is brand spanking new. It's just never been used. So for $15 or $10 when we get that out. So what Rick ended up doing really nicely on it is he took it and decided the box is a little shredded too. So he decided to recreate the box just so it would be better. So he taped up all the sides of the box.
It was torn. There were a couple of tears.
So now it at least looks nice. It's just missing the cello window. So
I did try using a heat gun or a hair dryer to take the dings out of the cello, but there was a huge tear that I couldn't repair. So I thought
it is made in China, but we're actually probably going to put this. It's 2001, I think, was when it came out. We're probably going to put this. We might put this on Etsy. Because I think I saw one on Etsy that was listed for $275. So we'll see what we can do with it. But again, it's nice to be able to have the video for it as well, so somebody can see it lit and ringing, as opposed to they can't figure out what it's actually doing. Andrew said, I got 4x4 by 36 boxes I can slide poster tubes into. Yeah, we have a bunch of different things like that. So we have
Lisa was actually suggesting using a triangle box so that you don't pay added fees.
I don't mind paying added fees. I'll just charge somebody for them. It's safer in some of the things. We got some really gigantic solid ones, so I'm not worried about that. We'll just charge the user. That's all. And if we put it on eBay, it'll be on eBay EIS. So we've had a few things go through there. We'll talk a little bit more about those next week as part of our summary for the year as well. Rick, you got something else there?
I do.
Rick found more stuff than me. My stuff was mostly Christmas stuff. So.
You know that I really like brass. I love brass, and I found this. I took the price tag off. It was $6.49. And it is a pair of brass unicorns. It's a wall hanging, made in Taiwan. And again, it was a senior day, so it was 30% off.
Yep.
So it was $4. And they list for like 50. So I might put that on. Yeah, 50 US. I might put it on Etsy though, or we could cross post it.
Yeah, we'll probably cross post it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was saying that. Yeah, of course. And I'll show you one other thing I forgot, which was this big thing, which we were going to go and put it up at our unit, and now we're not sure whether we'll wait until next year or whatever. I just had to. I couldn't pass this up. This was on our 50% off day. This was this gigantic reindeer now, and it's vintage. I don't know if I took $18.99, but it was half price, so $9. But the thing I loved about it was it has great eyes on it. It's a no-name maker, but this is a vinyl saddle that says Joyeux Noël on the one side and then Merry Christmas on the other side. So I couldn't pass that up, and so I was had to keep apologizing to people because I found this literally as I walked into the thrift store. I put it in my cart, and it was so big in my cart that the antlers were sticking out. And I kept hitting people with the antlers. So I kept having to walk by people and they'd hit the antlers. I said, sorry about my reindeer. Sorry about my reindeer. I was wearing this too. So they probably thought there's a crazy old man here who's just talking to anybody he can and put a reindeer in just so he could bump into people. I didn't do that. I actually...
Hello, my name is Craigie.
This is my reindeer. I didn't do that. You got something else there too, huh?
I do. I also like my naked ladies.
Okay, I will say this is something that Rick saw.
I looked at it, looked at the price, and said, no.
I couldn't figure out. I go down this aisle, and he's already been down this aisle, and I see this thing, and I go, how the hell did he not put this in his cart? Because he likes boobies. He likes the boobies.
It's a mermaid. It's kind of hard to see her all in one place. There we go.
I've got a good picture over here.
Okay. And
boobies.
There's her price, $24.99. I'm going to take your price tag off now.
There's no markings underneath it, actually. In fact, the underneath is just flat. Hold on, Rick. So somebody's cast it. But it's really smooth. It's really nicely done. Like, it is really nicely done as Rick caresses the mermaid. I don't even know if this is going to leave our house because this is actually... I don't mind this. As something,
yeah, it's very artistic,
kind of Art Deco-ish. Yeah, there's nothing on it. There's no Austin Productions, nothing anywhere. And we actually tried again. We tried to Carl this or Google look this. Nothing. You can't find anything that matches it. So it's a snake, not a mermaid. Oh, it is. I guess it could be a snake.
No, it's a mermaid. It's got a fishtail.
No, it's a mermaid. It's got a fishtail. Wait. Fishtail. There, fishtail. We didn't look at the tail. We just looked at the boobies.
She's almost doing the Kim Kardashian coffee.
I can't act. The Kim Kardashian. I can't act. I gotta do my law test. Yeah. You got one more thing in there, Rick, and then I'm going to do, which is your really weird thing that you found, which was, I'm going to show this picture. Okay. I don't even know why you would pick this up. So you saw this on the shelf.
Yep.
A tin, and it said chess set. What did you see first? The chess set or the $9.99 price tag?
I saw the chess set first.
Okay.
And then I looked at the price tag.
Price is $9.99.
And then I looked
it up, and this is what is inside it. This is what's inside it. He's going to try and show you a little bit of it. I'll get back to. Or you're going to just let me? Yeah.
That's the king and queen.
Make them kiss. No.
And then king and queen for the other side.
So this is the whole tub full. All these clay crafted faces.
Yeah, the faces are kind of creepy.
But they're all individually done. Like none of the pawns exactly match the other pawns.
No, they're a little bit different.
I don't know what it is. At least, oh, that's awesome. Andrew says, looks similar to Neil Welch figures. I don't know who Neil Welch is.
And then there is the bishop.
Student art project. It's hard. We don't know. That's the thing. It was just such a weird looking set.
And for $10 less 30%, $7.
Yeah, $7. We had to risk that. We had to take the risk on that. And there's like another photo to show you. It could have been a student art project. It's really true. But I think somebody who's a chess fanatic will have to look out for maybe a good chessboard to set them up on, or at least get a chessboard of some kind to set them up on, which we probably can find for nothing in a thrift store. But again, for $7, chess set. I don't know whether we'll sell it inside this tub or if we'll sell it separate. I don't think we would. I think we'll just get rid of that thing.
Well, we'll figure something out.
I like it. Bob said he'd buy it. Yep. I think I expect that kind of looks like Bob a little bit. It does. It kind of looks like Bob.
A wee bit.
A little wee bit like Bob. So now we have to find Heather in here. There's Heather. Sticking her head out right there, wrapped in foam.
That's gone.
Huh? There's Heather. So we've shown you those, and
I do have one other thing.
Huh? Oh, you got one other thing?
What's
your one other thing?
Yeah, it's a baggy wall find. So the bag is $3.99 less 30%. So it was.
He's always looking for these because of the brass. That's where he finds lots of little brass things.
Only this one has these little tiny Inukshuks. Sorry. And they're actually, I won't be able to see that.
Take it out of the bag.
A company called Hoselton.
You don't have to keep them in the bag anymore.
I guess not. There we go. Little cast aluminum Inukshuk. And then there's the bottom. Can you see that, Craigie?
Yeah.
It says Hoselton on the bottom.
And there.
Sorry. Whoops. There it is. So this guy is selling them individually for $55, but they're on sale now until the end of December for $41.25. And I think he sold a few of them.
Andrew sold Hoselton before. I've never heard of Hoselton.
I see a lot of Hoselton in Canada, but Hoselton is a Canadian company, and they specialize in these sort of aluminum art pieces. I've seen seals and birds and beavers. And Lisa said that she's
An
thinks
Inukshuk,
about.
the actual definition is of an Inukshuk is a structure of rough stones stacked in the form of a human figure, traditionally used by Inuit people. So that's what that is. That's supposed to be. Can you go? That's supposed to be like rocks on top of rocks to make a figure, a human figure.
Yeah, and it's number 2506. That's the exact base of the one I have.
So it's really, I mean, again, for something that is going to be cost basically $1.50.
Yep.
We'll be listing it for probably $40. If we
And
can
we have
date it
two of
before,
them. So.
if we can date it before 2005, as of January 2005 is vintage on Etsy. So we'll see what happens with that in 2005. Well, as it is, just a couple of days before Christmas, we have to do our annual reading of I just do this. I'm going to pop you off, Rick. Okay?
Yep.
There we go. As it is, here we go. As it is, just a couple of days before Christmas, we have to do our annual reading of 'Twas the Night Before Thriftmas. So here we go, everyone. 'Twas the night before Thriftmas. 'Twas the night before Thriftmas, and all through the thrift store, tons of items were waiting to be bought off the floor. Some stockings were hung on an end aisle with care, in hopes that some reseller soon would be there. The children's toys nestled on the big baggy wall, with visions of starring in someone's YouTube haul. From mama's old kerchiefs to dad's caps and ties, there's all sorts of items for resellers to prize. In the housewares, there's teacups and saucers and platters, vintage lids on their own because a base doesn't matter. From Ray Dunn to Starbucks to old Proctor Silex, from Fire King to Federal and the rarest of Pyrex. Away by the checkouts, the store still had more. Records, CDs, and books on the shelves near the cash, all awaiting some thrifter to weed out the crap by sneakily scanning some reselling app. It's not that sneaky anymore when they do that. The showcases sat, filled with watches and rings and bags of old jewelry and all sorts of things, with none of the price tags set face up to see, making shoppers come out. Hey, someone come and help me! Ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Turn the price tag. Most store inventory is clothing and shoes, from the brightest of pinks to the darkest of blues, with racks full of jeans, both women's and men's, with sizes that range from the 0s to 10s. Coats for all seasons, from the fall to the spring, clothes to show it all off or to hide everything. Brand names and no names, designers galore. There's always new things coming out to the floor. The thrifters will come and they'll shop all the aisles to add tons of items to their profit piles. Because buying the stuff for resellers is fun. The challenge they face is to list every one. On Etsy, on eBay, Amazon FBA, on Facebook, on Poshmark, list every which way. Should they try it on whatnot? Well, they'll make that call. So list away, cross magic, list away, all. So give thanks to the thrift stores this holiday eve and include all the estate sales, garage sales, and fleas. As all of those sources let resellers feel happy thrifting to all, and to all a good deal. Happy Thriftmas, everyone. All the way to the end, and I screw up the second last line. All the way to the end. I've read this so many times, and I still screw up something somewhere inside. So there it is. There's your night before Thriftmas. Off with the hat. Oh, that's sweaty. In with the Rick.
Did your heart grow 3 sizes larger?
My heart grew 3 sizes. It's very difficult to try and do stuff like this too. Because when you're reading, I'm reading and I look and I can't see where my eyes are and sometimes I'm looking in the camera and sometimes I'm looking not at the camera. And then as I said, I did screw up one other line in there, but I sort of tried to pass that one by. But I can't believe how I screwed up that second last line. That's all. It's like, and see, I actually typed that. I took the whole book and I typed out everything and I stuck it in so I could read it all. So I can read it to you guys every Thriftmas. So hopefully for those of you who are celebrating Thriftmas Christmas, you have a good one. If you're celebrating Hanukkah, you have a good one. If you're celebrating anything else, have a good one as well. We will be back next Tuesday night with a recap of the ugly, and the ugly. With Carl, we're going to chat all about 2025, leading into 2026, and some of the other stuff. Now, I do want to say we also had a max sold sale. We're doing more of those as we get into the new year. And I will end this show with a couple of our max sold sales because they were really, really interesting to our sale. So our last sale we did, let's just add this back in. It was really nice. So we did the one sale, $1,300 in sales. This is the great thing though, is the max sold app tells you 51,000 people viewed this. We had 91 lots. And here's a couple of the surprises for us. We had these folding chairs. We bought these literally 3 weeks ago for $5.99 each, less 30%. So we paid $4 a piece for these chairs.
We left 4 of them behind that were a little bit loosey-goosey.
Yeah, there were 8 of them, but 4 of them looked a little loose. I wish we bought those now. You told me to buy them, and I said, but they're a little loose. And so we put these in pairs into our auction, and we ended up getting, where'd it go? What did I do to it? Oh, there. And we ended up getting $65 for each pair. So $130. So less the fees. We cleared $100 on something that cost us $20.
The same buyer bought both lots.
Same buyer bought both sets. Another thing that was fun, and this is why we have fun where the auctions go, oh, what's going to go? Oh, what's happening with it? Now, this was hard because Rick found these. Didn't make a ton of money on these. These are this weird set of lamps. Now, the lamps themselves they look amazing. And I'll let Rick tell a little bit about that. Because he bought these.
Yeah, I bought them. We got them at a small thrift store in where is that one?
I think this was out in Whitby.
Whitby. And I saw these on the shelf and I immediately ran over to them and put them in the cart. They were priced at $10 each.
Canadian.
We tested them in the store and they worked.
No tax.
No tax because it was Salvation Army, I believe.
Yeah.
And they are metal. They were heavy. They're probably 15 pounds each. The finial on top was about a pound. The shades were in perfect condition. They were just really difficult to describe.
Yeah, so this is what the best we could do. Vintage, mid-century, or brutalist metal table lamps. We couldn't find anything that looked like this anywhere. We Googled the hell out of it. So at the end of the day, we made about 10, 12, 15 bucks off of these.
Yeah.
Because they sold for 41. So
Yeah.
we made money. So that's
okay. A little disappointing, but it's okay.
Heather saying, I like to watch the Max Solds. Why didn't you let us know? Lately, we haven't been doing we've been doing them, and they don't have the thing that we used to like on there, which is they used to have something that would show you when bids were coming in. They don't show that anymore. So it's kind of boring to watch compared to the way it used to be. Because remember how we used to do it, and you'd see it, think something would go pink, it would get a highlight, and it's just not doing that. So
yeah,
we
they
might
took
do
away
one,
all the excitement from the closing.
to us, yeah. We might do one in the new year. Here's our last one, and I gotta do this first. Here's our last one, and this is something that we literally were doing the squealies on, because we've got this light up Christmas tree that we put on. This is this light up Christmas tree. And we bought this for, I think, $10 at an estate sale.
I think it was, on the half price day. It was in the basement, hidden.
It was in a box that said like China on it, but it wasn't China. It was
boudoir lamps.
Boudoir lamp. It was like, it is Holland mold. It lit up perfectly, but it was slidey, and we actually described it saying it slides on its base. So we started, and we thought it'd be nice. Hopefully we'll get 25 bucks, 50. Well, let's hopefully get 50 bucks, kind of thing. And we didn't get 50 bucks, but at one point it got to 120. And then I said to Rick, 120.
That's more than they're going for in our market.
I couldn't understand. 120. That was really it. 150. 150. I gotta look back. Did I describe it right? Did we describe, like, I better look and see.
Did you say 14 feet instead of 14 inches?
225. Rick and I, this would have been a squealer for me in the auction.
250.
250. I actually texted Carl at 250 to go, what? And then it closed at $270. And the person who bought it had to pay on top of that an 18% buyer's premium and 13% local tax. So that's 31%. That's another $100 on top of this. So they paid almost $400.
We gave them the light bulb.
And,
and a few extra bulbs.
He was, honestly, he was so insanely happy. He said it was identical to ones that his brother and sister have when they were growing up. It's the exact same. Everything about it was the exact same. He knew it was the exact same. And Rick and I were feeling like, oh. And so I said, it's slippery, slidey a little bit. And he goes, oh, no, they're all like that. And I'm a 3D printer creator, and I can figure out something to go on the bottom. And I said to Rick, go downstairs, grab them extra bulbs. So we have a stash of those extra bulbs that we got. So we brought them up and said, here, you can change all the colors of the extra bulbs too. So it's like, we just wanted to make sure he was happy. He was very, very happy. So
yes,
but that was our shocker. Out of a $1,300 auction, $270 went towards this one item. So, but we were still happy. Again, $1,300 will clear $1,000. And it makes it a really nice way to sort of end the year. And we literally ended the auction last Thursday, did a pickup on Saturday. So we had a lot of Christmas stuff too. So it was a really good opportunity for us to put it on. We wanted to do it a week before Christmas, but we didn't. So, Lisa made a comment about another company, but they have nobody watching them. There's no viewers. There's no people watching them right now. So we don't recommend anybody look at them at the moment. until they actually garner a good audience, because they just don't have an audience. Whereas Maxwell has the 18%. It moved from 15 to 18% last year. But again, you're not the person paying it. The buyer's paying that. You don't see it. Maxwell does all the buying, collecting. They do all the remittance. They do everything that you have to do. So it works out really, really, really well. They really don't have a lot of viewers in Vancouver, Lisa. That's really just the people who are members of one single auction company that's doing it. Believe me, I've been watching them for 4 months now. I've seen everything on them. When it's something that's talkable, I'll talk about it. But no, Max Sold is still and High Bid are your two best things. So investigate those in next year. We'll talk a little bit more about them next year, for next week and moving into the next year as well. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully, again, you'll have a very happy holidays. We will see you before New Year's. That is for sure. We are done with our thrifting for the year. We are now going to relax. We're going to watch the rest of Game of Thrones. Not tonight. Over time, we're going to watch the rest of over time. And then make turkey and eat way too many things that I bought when I was supposed to go out today and buy bread. And I came back with bread, a red velvet cake, a chocolate cake, Pringles, regular Lay's, barbecue Lay's. M&M's store had frozen Nanaimo bars. Yesterday I was at Costco and bought a huge tub of shortbread. So basically everything that's worked for me for Ozempic is now out the door for the next month. I am just going to become a big fat roly-poly Santa. But I don't care, because it's that time of year to be a roly-poly Santa. So thanks everybody for watching. We hope you all, again, have a great holiday season. Have good food on this week if you can. Watch some good shows. And if you are a fan of vintage Christmas movies, look for Desk Set with Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy. That is amazing. So that's one of our Christmas Day is Desk Set every year. Desk Set, original Miracle on 34th Street. Usually one thing like Single All the Way, some gay Christmas show. Someone, I don't know. Single All the Way is one that we watch with Michael Urie. And what's the other Christmas one we watch? Oh, White Christmas.
What about Spirited?
Oh, and Spirit. Oh, you're gonna let me watch Spirited this year?
Yes, I'm gonna let you watch Spirited.
Yay!
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, sir. So we'll watch Spirited tomorrow night instead of Christmas Day. That's on Apple TV if you've got Apple TV. That's with Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell. So hopefully those are
Muppet Christmas Carol is good too.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Yes, Muppet Christmas Carol. Yes, we did that last year at Christmas too. And Die Hard is the only correct answer.
I can't watch Die Hard right now. I'm still so sad about Bruce Willis and his poor health.
Yes. What a lovely way to end it, right?
But look at my dire wolf.
Happy Christmas to all.
Meow,
meow, meow, meow, meow, meow. Bye, everybody. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, on that note,